everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. And I was really drawn today. I was wondering what sort of message I wanted to do, and I was drawn to doing a little crystal reading for us all. Okay, so the way that this works is this is our representative crystal. This is representing us and where we are right now. Okay, and I'll use this as my little pointer so it makes it easier. And we're just going to get some messages, obviously, to see what we need to know, what's coming up, what's working with us spiritually, what messages are there. I'm just going to be trusting my intuition the whole time. Oh, it felt like there was one still attached to my hand, but there wasn't. Okay. All right, so this is going to be the interesting part. This one I had to move up a little bit into sight, okay? All the rest we can see. You can see this one out here, yep. Okay. All right. I'll brighten this up a little bit for us. Okay, this is our representative crystal, okay? So as you can see, we have this arrangement of crystals all the way around it on its own. The thing that I'm sort of drawn to the most is the energy. This one here is the energy of sodalite. There are major things, you know, these are all moving towards us. Look at these, all of these ones here are moving towards us, even this big one. The focus that, well, what I'm feeling is going on is we're being really crowded, okay? We're being crowded by Facebook posts and Instagram and the news and the media and different views and opinions and worry and stress and lockdowns, and then suddenly it's okay to be all together and doing what everybody's doing, and there's anger and there's violence and there's hate and there's aggression, and there's also sadness that each one of us may be dealing with in our own way, you know, on one level or another. And what's happened because of all of this, and this is what I've noticed a lot that's happening for people, is they feel like they're on the defensive all the time, having to defend their views, trying to walk around on tippy toes in case they upset somebody else, you know, forgetting about faith, forgetting about the energies that are here from the light to support us and bring in this brand new vibration. So I even hear people talking about, oh, well, you know, obviously this is the beginning of the end kind of energy. Not at all. Things need to come to the surface. It's like if there is anger that is boiling underneath the skin in the body, for example, we end up getting an infection, okay? So this is the same thing that's going on here worldwide, is there has been tension building because of the lockdown, I would say most likely, as well as, you know, the energies that have been surrounding unfairness and injustice and inequality for a super long time. And so all of this coming to the surface with the energies of anger, annoyance, frustration, tension, a build-up of loss of focus, people losing their jobs, having no money, losing faith in humanity, losing faith in the universe as well. And it's all reached a boiling point. You know, it only took one thing to happen for it to set it all into motion. And we are all, as a collective, feeling this energy pushing towards us like we can't breathe, right? That's definitely it. We can't breathe, so then therefore we're not able to listen to spirit speaking with us. And as we can see in these particular, well, all of the crystals, they're all trying to, which there's messages that are trying to come forward, and it's very hard to hear them. I, for one, and Divine Miracles as well, you know, my business, of course, am always going to be focused on a positive outcome, on the light winning, on all of these hoaxes and frustrations and pent up, energy that's been happening, that everybody has some kind of understanding, they have some kind of justice that makes sense to them, and that the focus can be placed on, even though we seem like everything around us is falling apart, that we understand that things need to fall apart, things need to dismantle in order for what we really want to begin to shine. The way things have been, it's not going to work. We want a peaceful reality. I'm never going to give up focusing on the light. I'm never going to give up faith in humanity. I love humanity. I want us all to have an abundant, free, happy, adventurous, exciting life. We all deserve this. Instead of being placed into like containment kind of energy, our mind is free. We must remember that. Your mind is free to do whatever you want to do. But is it causing peace? Is it helping the cause for peace on the planet? Or is it causing chaos? And if you have chaos within yourself and in your life, it's time to take a step back from it, detach yourself from all the things that are fueling the fire, and really look at yourself and your life and your children and what situation you want them to also live in, because this is not going to work. There are energies here of help and assistance moving towards us. There are two things that it feels like there's two important documents or things that need to be addressed in the next month or so, that are of importance for you in your life somehow. There's also the need to be focused and occupied on abundance and change happening, and that we remember this energy of spiritual support very closely with us. And the sodalite energy bringing us back into past life energy also. Something that happened in a past life is repeating itself in your life now. And this is what you need to recognize. Maybe it is what's going on now. Maybe it is riots. Maybe it is stress, and maybe it is prejudice, and maybe it is justice not being done. Whatever it is, something is sparking inside you from a past life energy, and it's time to close that door. Because past life energy is only there to remind us of, what we need to fulfill here. And it doesn't mean that we have to carry it around with us, only the positive attributes of it, but not anything that might be negative. So something to release. I also feel for some people that there was a need to speak up about a situation or show your commitment to a situation as well. And it looks like that has also happened. There's another wave of spiritual energy flowing through the earth as we speak. Things are going to calm down. There'll probably be more things that come up because in the United States this is around election time, so it seems to be that there's a lot of things that come up at that time. The same in Australia as well. There's always some kind of issue and a test of how the government is going to handle things. However, we need to focus on peace. We need to put light over the government. We need to put light over the United States and the rest of the world. We need to imagine that very, very quickly there's a resolution that's made that's fair for everybody, right? That very, very quickly, families are reunited and the energy is blissful and peaceful. That even though there is upset, that there's constructive ways to, speak about it. There's platforms that are helpful that we can speak about it, etc. And that there's unity in this world because we're so much better working together than we are separated and divided, and bringing up energies that cause conflict. That's just not... I'm not going to get into any debate with absolutely anybody. I don't care. I'm just standing here as a beacon of light and doing my part to do that, and not giving in to any negative energy that's saying, well, this is it, the world's finishing. No, we've already passed that stage. The world was on a trajectory of destruction way back in time, many times over actually. But the last time was in the year 2012. So we have averted it. Now, what are we going to do with it? We need to do the right thing. The crystals here are bringing us energies of change, of commitment, of abundance, of the flow of support as well. And, you know, maybe through all of this, something finally starts to change. And my focus is, as I said, on everything being light filled and changing and lifting, and focusing my energy on that, because this is going to help me to raise my vibration. It's going to help things to soften. You know, one person holding the light can have a ripple effect throughout the entire globe. So just do the best that you can, one day at a time, you know, to make it right for yourself. You know, do what you feel is right for yourself. Don't fall into lower energies. Don't lower your standard. After all, you've put so much energy into where you are right now. You owe it to yourself to bring yourself into this higher vibration so your soul can expand. Okay? Lots of love is being sent to you. Lots of support from loved ones in spirit. Your spirit guides, your angels, of course, are with you. There's a deep healing happening, and a complete change and coming together of people as well. Thank God. So I hope you enjoyed the little crystal reading. And I do have my webinar coming up on angels and guides, and I'll be doing more free ones here on YouTube as well, coming really soon. But until the next time, wishing each one of you happiness, love, compassion, support, forgiveness, and unity, and love and light, of course. And goodbye for now. Bye.